World War I, which broke out in 1914 and lasted until 1918, was one of the largest conflicts in history. The causes of this war include a number of direct and general factors, including economic disputes, political tensions, and international alliances. Here are some of the main reasons. Economic conflicts. There was intense competition between the major countries in Europe to obtain economic resources and the global market. Countries competed in expanding their colonies and exploiting natural resources, leading to rising tensions between them. Political tensions. There were great political tensions between the various European countries, especially between the great powers such as Germany, Austria, Hungary, Russia, France, and Britain. There were border disputes, influence struggles, and competition to show strength, and this increased tension between countries. International alliances. International alliances were formed, with major powers attracting each other, which complicated the political scene and increased the chances of war. One of the main alliances was the Central Powers Alliance that included Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy, while the Allied Powers Alliance included France, Russia, and Britain. Assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, June 28, 1914. In the city of Sarajevo in Bosnia and Herzegovina, the Crown Prince of Austro-Hungarian Empire, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and his wife Sofia were assassinated by the Serbian student Gavrilo Princip. This incident was the spark that ignited the First World War. The outbreak of war, 1914-1918. Following the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, a series of alliances and military escalations began between the various European countries. The camps of the Allies, Britain, France, Russia, etc., and the Central Powers, Germany, Austria, the Ottoman Empire, etc., were formed. The war turned into a brutal and grinding conflict, resulting in millions of deaths and injuries. War on the Western Front. The Western Front witnessed a significant escalation in violence and clashes. The fighting parties used digging and fortification tactics to defend their positions, which led to a stalemate in the battle and the continuation of the war for many years. It included notable battles such as the Battle of the Somme, the Battle of Verdun, and the Battle of Somalia. War on the Eastern Front. The Eastern Front witnessed a clash between the Russian, German, Austrian, and Ottoman forces. The battles in this region marked a turning point in the war, as German forces managed to achieve important victories such as the Battle of Tannenberg and the Battle of Lod. This eventually led to the collapse of the Russian Empire and its withdrawal from the war. Naval War. The First World War saw important naval battles as the British fleet attempted to prevent the German fleet from reaching the United Kingdom and cut off its sea supply lines. Notable naval battles include the Battle of Jutland and the Battle of the Falkland Islands. Empire revolutions and collapses. European empires were greatly affected during the First World War. Russia witnessed the Revolution of 1917 and the fall of the Tsarist monarchy, while the Ottoman Empire witnessed the collapse and the outbreak of internal conflicts. Signing of the Treaty of Versailles, June 28, 1919. After the war ended, the Versailles Conference was held in France to determine the terms of peace. The 6-month negotiation led to the signing of the Treaty of Versailles on June 28, 1919. The treaty placed many harsh conditions on Germany, including holding it fully responsible for the war and imposing economic and territorial sanctions on it. Briefly, the major events that took place during World War I include the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the outbreak of war and clashes on the Western and Eastern fronts, naval battles, revolutions and collapse of empires, and the signing of the Treaty of Versailles. These events have profound effects on the world. The First World War resulted in massive political, social, and economic changes. It caused the collapse of old empires and the emergence of new states, and increased global tensions that eventually led to the outbreak of World War I. Also, the terms of the Treaty of Versailles aroused feelings of anger and frustration in Germany, as harsh sanctions and economic restrictions exacerbated the economic and social crisis in the country, which contributed to the emergence of extremism and the rise of Nazism.